Hello everyone, welcome to the Ozark Outpost. This is Global War 85, Operation Skyhawk, U.S. Global Command 14.4. Okay, here's tech. Caterpillar Drive, Long Range Missiles, SDI, Advanced Airborne. A whole lot of nothing again. That needed to be a 10. Everything else needed to be an 8. Yeah. Whole lot of nothing. Okay. Global operations. They will once again use 2 free dice to try to sign Israel to a military pact. There's nothing to confirm or release. So military aid and purchase. For 10, we're going to send NATO a destroyer and an advanced ASF. For 4, we're going to send Israel an ASF. And then for purchase, going to spend 5 battle stars to build a minor army base. And then 3 on an airborne, 5 on an attack chopper, 20 on 2 next-gen MBTs and 2 attack choppers, 4 on an air cav, and 12 on a pair of fighters. Combat movement. All right. NATO's pulling out the stops. So from down here in I-2, 2 SSNs move 1, 2, 3 up here to I-7, where they are each going to shoot a cruise missile 1, 2 into Basra. Here, the fleet in I-6, the cruiser and destroyer are each, wait a minute, that ain't enough. Okay, 3 SSNs. 3 SSNs have to go to I-7 and each shoot a cruise missile. And then the cruiser and destroyer in I-6 are each shooting one for a total of 5 cruise missiles flying into Basra. The air from the fleet, 2 Top Gun ASFs, an attack bomber, and a fighter fly into Basra to attack because the forces from northern Saudi are attacking Basra. That's this card here. We're also going to send along the paramilitary. 3 fighters and an A-10 go in there. 2 more A-10s from Makkah go in there. An A-10 from Suez flies 1, 2, 3, 4 to get in there. He'll have 1 left. Let's go ahead and mark him in the optimistic hope that he will survive the combat and need to use his remaining point of range to land somewhere. So the guy from Suez is going in. The fighters and ground attack fighters from Israel are going 1, 2 to get in there. Yeah, 1, 2 to get in there. And the B-52 from Diego Garcia flies 1, 2, 3 to get in there. He's going to carpet bomb. And I think that's it. The Soviets will scramble one fighter and one early gen fighter from Baghdad in there to join the defense. It's going to be a big, big, big fight. Big fight. Okay, then over here, we're going to have an unopposed invasion of eastern Algeria. I'll get the American roundel on there. And these guys, there was actually 2 attack choppers. These guys are all going down there. Okay, then from the fleet here, we've got a cruiser and 4 destroyers that are each shooting an anti-ship missile into M6. This Soviet destroyer has annoyed us, so we're going all out to try to sink him. All out. And that guy could try to make mischief. So we're going to change our plan. The battleship there in M2 is shooting 2 Tomahawks at Sicily in a surgical strike. And that is all of the combat movement. Oh, no, it isn't. No, it isn't. Tried to forget one. The A-10, escorted by 2 advanced ASFs and a fighter, will fly 1-2 into Angola in a surgical strike. Yes. Trying to make sure we don't need spy set anywhere. We do not. Okay. So here we go. Let's do the surgical strike into Angola first. Yeah, the Soviets don't think sending EGFs at 2 up against advanced ASFs at 8 is a very good idea. So they are not going to scramble in defense of Angola. And there's no air defense there. So here's the A-10. Missed. Oh. Damn. Okay, now we will have the ASM strike on the destroyer in M4. No missile defense. Okay, there's 2 hits, only needed 1. The destroyer is now resting on the bottom, sleeping with the fishes. All right, now in an actual Sicilian message, 2 Tomahawks go into Sicily. There's 2 hits, only 1 was required. So this air cav is no more. Sayonara. All right. Walk-in, surgical strike Angola, surgical strike Sicily, ASM strike. Okay, all we have left is the mother of all battles in Basra. So, let me call in my moving crew to get everything over here to the board. All right, here we are. That's a whole heap of stuff. We got 3 field artillery at 1 in first strike, 5 cruise missiles, 4 ground attack fighters in first strike, and that's it. The American land forces have all been adjusted down 1 for the desert. So, here we go. So we'll start off with 3 field artillery at 1. Nothing. And there's no Soviet SAMs or anything, so 5 cruise missiles. There's 3 hits. Okay, 3 first strike hits, and they are target selects because we got PGMs, but there weren't any 1s. So we're going to kill 3 MBTs. Take that stack down a little bit. Okay, now there are 4 ground attack fighters that get to defend first strike for the Soviets. And they got 3 hits that are land target select. So the Soviets, they can't choose the next gens. So instead, they're going to reciprocate and kill 3 MBTs. Okay, that's it for first strike. Now we are going to have 2 Top Gun ASFs at 6 on air superiority. And then 3, 6, 7 fighters on air superiority. Okay, here we go. 3 air superiority hits by the Americans. 3 air hits. That's 3 air battle stars for them. Okay, now the Soviets have 5 early gen fighters, air superiority. They get 2 hits, believe it or not. And then they've got 3, 5, 6 fighters on the air superiority. For 3 more hits. Total of 5 air hits. Wait a minute. All right, they've done it, but they shouldn't have went yet. Sorry. I still had first strike on the brain. That's all right. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. Okay, Sam, 3 shots at 1. All missed. Paramilitary at 1. Missed. Get some new dice. We got 4 mechs at 2. Nothing. Carpet bombing at 2. Nothing. Good God. 4, 5 MBTs at 3. Nothing. Get these dice out of here. All right, now there is 2 ground attack fighters at 4. Good God. They can't buy a hit. 4 A-10s at 5. Well, finally something. Good God. 2 land target selects. Now there's 5, 6, 7 next gen MBTs. 3, 6, need 1 more. 7 next gen MBTs. Only 2 hits there. This is pathetic. Okay, 1 general hit and another land target select. Oh no, that is that's a reactive armor target select. There we go. And an attack bomber. Gets a hit. All that shooting and just that little bit of hitting, that is worse than pathetic. Now, there's got to be a conspiracy somewhere. Okay, so 5 air battle stars for the Soviets for their air superiority hits. And now they've got 4 early gen MBTs defending. Nothing. Got an attack chopper. There is 1 general hit. Four MBTs. 2 land target selects and 1 general. And then 8 next gen MBTs. These are the boys that can hurt you in a big hurry. Two general hits and 1 land target select. Well, they did much, much better than the attacking Americans, that's for sure. Okay, let's do casualties. So the reactive armor will kill 1 of the next gens. That off. 2 land target selects. Kills 2 more MBTs. Take that off. 3 air hits. The Soviets are going to take those on 3 early gen fighters. Take that off. 3 land target selects by the defenders. So they're going to kill 3 more MBTs. 5 air superiority hits. this one hurts bad. Bad, bad, bad. All right, they're going to take the 2 top guns and 3 fighters. No. They're going to take the 2 top guns, 2 fighters, and the B-52. That's how they're going to do that. Okay, clear that off. 2 general hits. They're going to take on 2 early gen MBTs. And in 4 general hits, they're going to take on 3 field artillery and the SAM. All right. Now the Americans have to have a little talk with themselves. They're going to try it. Okay, so these guys go down here. These guys go over here. That stack of fighters to there. Early gens here. Okay. Paramilitary at 1. Formex. 1 general hit. 2 MBTs. 1 land target select. 2 ground attack fighters. Another land target select. 4 A-10s. Okay, there is 2 more land target selects and a reactive armor hit. Oh, wait a minute, wait. No. A-10s. A-10s have armor penetrant. These are all reactive armor hits. All 3 of those. So this goes back down to 2. Yeah, my memory tried to give me a problem there. So this reactive armor hits is at 3. Okay, now we're straight. Now we got 7 next gen MBTs. Okay, there's another reactive armor hit. That's up to 4. And then 1, 2, 3 more land target selects. That's 5. They finally remembered what they learned in gunnery school. All right, now we have 3, 5, 6. 6 fighters. There's 3 land target selects. That'll go to 8. And an attack bomber. Yes. Now, much better shooting this time by the Americans. Okay, here's two early gen MBTs, 2 early gen fighters. Holy, holy, holy. 2 hits. 2 hits by the early gen fighters. Okay, now attack chopper. There is a hit. 4 ground attack fighters. 1 hit, and that is reactive armor, land target select. Two MBTs. Those miss. 5, 6, 7. 7 next gen MBTs. Okay, there is a second reactive armor, land target select. 1 regular land target select. And that's it. And then 3, 5, 6 fighters. 6 fighters. Whew. There's 4 general hits by the fighters. So that goes up to 7. The Americans got better, but not by much. Okay, 4 reactive armor hits. Kills 4 next gen MBTs, leaving 3. 1 reactive armor hit. 8 land target selects that cannot hit those yet. So here's 2 with the MBTs. Here's 2 more with the early gen MBTs. That's 4. That leaves 4. So there's 3 hits on next gen MBTs, and 1 remaining leftover will be taken on an early gen fighter. That one comes off there. Very productive. 1 land target select. They'll kill an MBT. 1 general hit. They're going to take their other early gen fighter. 7 general hits. So 1, 5, 1, 5, 1 and 4 is 5. And the 2 ground attack fighters will make 7. They shoot a little bit better than that MBT, but they can't capture a zone, and the MBT can. Okay, so here we go again. The Americans are hoping. MBT. There is a general hit. From now on, target selects don't matter. Everything's a general hit. 4 A10s. Nothing. Ooh. 6 next gen MBTs. Only 1 stinking hit. Good God. They got overconfident. 3, 6 fighters. There they did something. That's 6 hits. Outstanding. So that takes that up to 8. And then an attack bomber. Another hit goes up to 9. I don't believe that's enough to wipe them out, but they put a dent in them. Okay, so here we go. 4 ground attack fighters and 1 attack chopper. Well, everybody got hits. And the ground attack fighters, they got 1 reactive armor hit and 3 land target selects. 1 reactive armor, not 5. And a general hit by the attack chopper. Okay, and then there's 3, 5, 6 fighters. Three general hits. Take that up to 4. Okay, so reactive armor hit. They slap on a next gen. Take that off. 3 land target selects. So there's 1. And then 2 more. Take that off. 4 general hits. Well, they don't have any choice. They're going to have to take the 4 A10s. Take that off. 9 general hits. Well, there's 1, 5, and 4. 2 fighters remain defending. Okay. The Americans are going to try to finish them off. So we're going to start with an attack bomber and 6 fighters. Okay, there's 1, 2, there's plenty of hits. There's 3, 4 hits total and 2 are needed. So the Soviets are wiped out. 2 fighters defend for 1 reactive armor land target select. And with 2 next-gen MBTs, the Americans capture Basra. And they don't have much left, but fortunate for them, the Soviets don't have much behind Basra. So let's get a roundel on there. Conquering units move into place. There they are. Okay, real quick, that's Americans up 1 to 56. Soviets down 1 to 60. I've been running, I totaled the victory points before I started this. So Basra does give the Americans another victory point. Okay, so that's it for well, we gotta do the Israel roll. Combat resolution, roll diplomacy. Nope, the Israelis still say no. Okay, now non-combat movement. So we have 6 fighters here. Six fighters here, all landing in northern Saudi. Well, that's actually not going to be true. Where is he? He's here somewhere. Well, maybe there was just the one. Okay. 5 fighters. No. 4 fighters are going to land in northern Saudi. And the other 2 fly back to the super carrier out there in I-6. That's how we're going to do that. The attack bomber also goes back to its carrier. Okay, this next gen 1-2 up there to northern Saudi. The air cav that's on the amphib in I-6. Non-combat's 1-2 to land on Sri Lanka, a defense treaty minor aligned to NATO. These 2 SSNs from I-2, 1, 2, 3 up here to I-5. Over here, these 2 next-gen MBTs over to Northwest Africa, or Northern Algeria, I mean. And the amphib from this fleet is going to move 1 over here and go into port. Okay, there's that. This should have been a combat move. I overlooked it at the time. These 2 ASW choppers are going on patrol out there in M8. Okay, I think that's all the movement. So now we're placing units. So, an airborne built here at northern Algeria with the assistance of the military advisor so that it's possible to build him outside home country. We've got an attack chopper for South Africa. There we are. Army base is built here. The minor army base is built here in East Libya. Then 2 fighters get built on the supercarrier in M2. There's that. The amphib in I6 gets another air cav. In Macaw, we've got 2 next-gen MBTs and a pair of attack choppers. And that's it for placing units. So, deliver aid. ASF flies into Israel. And NATO gets an advanced air superiority fighter in Picardy and a destroyer in A6. All right, collect money. The Americans are at 56. And they still do not get any bonus. So 56 is what they get. Take it and be happy. They've got, oh, they got a land battle star for Basra. Forgot that. 6 battle stars in their bank. And that's it for the American turn. So now we come over here, get our magic D10s. And this time, the game ends on 50 or less. 43 does it. This game is over. Now, as I said, I totaled up victory points before I started this turn so I would be ready. And the NATO alliance just has gotten its ass kicked. NATO has 1 victory point. Actually, they shouldn't even have that. Yeah, we're going to take that away. Because the Soviet, I meant to do it for the Soviet, I just forgot. Take him off silent running, and now there's no supply path from Iceland to Akershus. And that was the only point that NATO had. So 0 for NATO, 4 for the Americans, 5 for the Soviets. Warsaw Pact maxes out at 8. They had 10, but they can only use 8. So that's 13 points total for the Warsaw Pact Alliance and 4 for the NATO alliance. I would call that a thorough, well, maybe not beating. Well, yeah, because Warsaw Pact and the Soviets parrying up for the 1-2 punches in Germany. They were definitely dominant throughout Europe. here, down in the Balkans, Scandinavia. As I said, they pretty well completely dominated Europe. They were gearing up to finish off Turkey. I don't think they quite had enough strength yet, but on the next turn, they probably would have given Marmara a shot. So, there it is. Operation Skyhawk has come to a close with a Team Red victory. Very, very, very clear, decisive victory. So, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one. Ozark Outpost. Over and out.